All right, we got a Chicago Bears mailbag. These questions being fired in after the Bears' pathetic 6-3 loss to the Seahawks on Thursday Night Football. My name is Harrison Graham. We start with Chuck Anderson. Appreciate the super chat. Draft time yet? Better be O-line. 7 sacks on Thursday, 67 on the year. Even if Caleb's responsible for half of those, it's too many. O-line's got a long way to go. The question is, who's going to be making the picks? Is it going to be Ryan Poles or a new GM? I would vote new GM. But we'll have to wait and see. Busy weeks ahead. Mark Bender, $10 here. FY, the local Fox coverage, and I quote, possibly the worst NFL game this year. I mean, it's got to be top 5. It's got to be. I mean, really ugly. Seattle was begging Chicago to win. They literally just, the whole second half, other than the turnover they had, they basically were just like, we're just going to keep punting because we don't think the Bears can drive down and beat us. And they drove down to the 40. They got close. Cairo Santos has the weakest leg in the league, so they can't try a 57, 58-yarder. And Seahawks cover 0, blitz 7. Caleb just got to loft one up, and it got picked off. So just a disaster, and about as bad as it gets. Really ugly football game. Bo Market, ready to admit Flus kept this team competitive. I mean, if you want to go that route, they were competitive tonight, but sure. You know what, Bo Market? Why don't we bring back Matt Eberflus and extend him? Anybody else up for that? You want to bring back Matt Eberflus? He was gone. Who cares? I'll put my hand up and say Thomas Brown's not an upgrade, but I'm not changing my mind that Flus had to go. Sorry. It's just not going to happen. So, sure, you want to bring back Eberflus? Have at it. I'm sure he's the answer for this team. I'm sure Matt Eber, what'd he go? I can't even remember. I think it was like 14 and 46 or something. I can't even remember what they're 14 and it was 14 and 32, 46 games. Come on, bro. What are we even talking about? Who should be the next Bears head coach? I'd still go Ben Johnson, but anybody who has a fucking clue at what they're doing. Because whether it's Eberflus or Thomas Brown or whoever, in these big spots especially, they don't have a clue. Lucas praying, Packers fans will be singing the Bears still suck next week at Lambeau. They will and they should. They'll play their backups and the Bears will still lose. I'm about to quit. It's really tough, man. It's really, really tough. Papi Chulo sits, pretty sure Poles called in to go for it. Yeah, this is in reference to the end of the game where Thomas Brown was going to punt on 4th and 6, just shy of midfield with, what was it? Can't even remember. 2 minutes left, 2:15. Puts the punt team out there, calls a timeout, and changes his mind. It really did make you think, did someone radio down? You're 4-11, Thomas. We're going to go for it here. How clueless was that by Thomas Brown? That was tough. That was really tough to watch. Bum of Wall Street, fire Ryan Poles. This is horse manure. If Semo isn't gone either, I'll find a way to take him out. For legal reasons, this is a joke. Just sad. Yeah, you can't bring back a single coach on this staff. You need a complete reset. Poles should go as well. I'm officially, I know I've kind of hedged a little bit. I think you have to fire Poles. I really do. I've been leaning that way, and I've kind of said if it were up to me, I would do it. I'm all in on you got to change the GM. It's just, this team's not good. It's just not a good team. You want to blame coach for lack of development? Okay, whatever. But the stink within this team right now is so smelly, I don't think you have a choice. I really, really don't. Noah Turner, what do you think a Micah Parsons trade would cost? You can't trade for Micah. You got so many goddamn issues on this team. You can't trade for but for just hypothetical sake, probably 2 1s and another pick. You can't do that. You have way too many holes on this roster. Way too many. Z Robinson, can't with this team anymore. No emotions about the loss. I am numb. My 14-year-old son can coach better. I do watch sometimes, and I have over the last several years, and I'm like, look, these guys have a hard job. I get it. But sometimes I do watch, and I'm like, I feel like I could have done better there. I really do. Now, on a daily, 24/7, 365 standpoint, I will not claim to be a better coach than any of these guys. These guys have been trained to do this. They've been around it their whole lives. I am not claiming that. But I promise you this, that late game sequence from Thomas Brown, I would not have handled it that way. Like, I promise you that. After the false start, I would say, well, we're not running it anymore. We're going to throw on 4th and 6. So, really, really bad. Just brutal. Really, 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 really brutal. All right, Rocket Money is the sponsor of today's show. We appreciate them for rocking and rolling with us this football season. Stay on top of your finances with Rocket Money. A lot of cool features with Rocket Money, including the ability to have bills lowered by up to 20% sometimes. Just upload a photo of your bill. It can be your phone bill, your electric bill, whatever it is, and sometimes they'll find a better deal for you for a 20% discount, which is absolutely awesome. You can obviously cancel subscriptions you no longer want with Rocket Money either. You can check your credit score. You can just set budgets and stay on top of them. They'll send you alerts. And listen, the holidays, a lot of us spend more money in December. We go over budget. That's why you got to stay under budget the rest of the year. Rocket Money is going to help you do that. You can save up to $740 per year if you use the full features that Rocket Money offers. RocketMoney.com/Bears now. Get started with Rocket Money today. It's rocketmoney.com/Bears now. Link is in the comments and in the description of this video. Papichulo sits. Let's get a 6th or 7th round kicker with a big leg. I do think you have to be open-minded to a kicker competition next year. Look, Cairo's very accurate. Inside 50, he's basically automatic. But you watch some of these teams. I mean, the Cowboys get past midfield, and they're in field goal range. The Bears can't even try a 57-yarder. Like, a 4th and 10 is a better option than a 57-yarder. Like, that just can't be the case. So, I don't know, man. Like, that's – I don't think kicker is a major problem, but the inability to try super long-range kicks is a bit of an issue. It really, really is. Benjamin Jones, why not Pete Carroll? I'm open-minded to anything at this point. He wouldn't be at the top of my list, but I'll say this. After games like that on Thursday night, it does make you just be like, who is the most experienced guy who's had success out there? That's probably Pete Carroll. So I think you got to be open-minded. I think you got to be willing to interview him. I don't know, man. That's not the route I'd prefer to go. But at this point, you're so desperate just for competency, you might have to consider it. It's that dire. Dennis, the Chicago kid, new GM vid needs to drop. I'll start Ray Agnew. Yeah, the Detroit guy. Yeah, a lot of people have thrown out there the Agnew-Ben Johnson combo. I'd certainly sign up for that. All right, just some guy. We have Cole, Keenan, and DJ. All these weapons. Prove weapons don't mean shit if you don't have an O-line. Poor kid number 18. And look, I don't think Caleb's blameless. He's missing plays. He's holding the ball too long sometimes. But, yeah, the O-line is just embarrassing. It really, really is. And I don't think the route combinations make sense. This Waldron offense sucks. Thomas Brown's trying to make it work with his play calling, but you can't install a whole new offense. It's just a mess. Just a mess. Hashtag Bears Super Chat. We got DC Viper. Can we please just cut these low-effort players like DJ Edmonds? You can't cut DJ because it's going to be like a $80 million dead cap hit. Edmonds, you could. These players don't seem to give a damn. I don't want to hear about dead cap. Other teams do it. They don't do it to that level. Sure, you could say Russell Wilson. You just extended DJ. Like, you can't do it. You're not cutting DJ Moore. I understand it's probably not been a great showing for him this year. He is, unless you trade him, he's not going anywhere. The Greenier Bros, got time for a couple more here. Caleb is not the problem. Build the trenches next season. Get Bid Johnson as your head coach. Chip Shot Santos is going to stay. He's fine where he is. Sell the team. You got a lot of issues, man. That's all I know. You got a lot of issues, man. The ownership, they're not selling. So that's what you're hoping for. Keep praying because it ain't going to happen. Eddie Jackson, Joe Brady, or Ben Johnson? Ben Johnson. I like Joe Brady, but I'd go Ben Johnson. Man, what a mess this team is. What a mess. 10 straight losses. All right, thanks for all your mailbag questions. Hit the subscribe button for more videos. I know it's tough right now, but appreciate your guys' loyalty. Bears fans deserve so much more. And one day we're going to get it. Bear down.